Hello YouTube, this is Jeffrey Wayne, also known as Indie Kid 811, and the topic of the day that I want to discuss is Africans on a global scale. Because first of all, I keep seeing these crazy comments about people doubting the origin of man, and they don't believe that the first people came out of Africa and things like this. Well, we have maps that show the early migration of man. There's been documentaries by a guy named Spencer Wells, who's a well-known geneticist, and I want to say he's an anthropologist maybe, and Alice Roberts, who did a documentary called The Incredible Human Journey. All right, and they first talk about the one of the oldest people today, which are called the Khoisan, and how these group of people migrated out of Africa, and they first settled in India and through other various parts of the world. But a lot of these little black people that populate a lot of the world in these unfamiliar places, they have a term that a lot of people call them, and the term is negrito or negrito. And me being Afro-Dominican, I right off the bat understood that the ito at the end of anything in Spanish means little, and of course negro means black. So when you put two and two together, they call these people the little black people. And I want to first establish that because I keep seeing these people leaving comments about or showing these images of negritos being like these light-skinned, straight-haired people. No, you wouldn't show image of a so-called Negro or African American with the image of Brad Pitt or something like that. So let's first get that established. And here's some images of the negritos. And here's an area of India called the Andamans Island. And in the Andamans, you have these negritos here. We also have a couple from the island. And what's familiar, what strikes me about this couple is they have these little bands on their head that are similar to like I don't know if anybody watches MMA or anything, but it's similar to the people in Thailand who do the little Muay Thai kickboxing traditional little, I forget what it's called, but they come out in this traditional way and they have the little headbands on. But I don't know if that has anything to do with that, but move it along. The next area we find these negritos are in areas of Malaysia and Thailand and places like that, and I have a few images here. Another place that we find them are in the Philippine Islands, and here you see an archer, and of course look at the features of these people, man. These people look like you and I in the Americas, man. And here's a village of the negritos. Another place that you find a group of black people are Malaysia, or I'm sorry, not Malaysia, but Melanesia. And for those who doubt that these people are black, I mean, just aside from the photos that I show you, listen to the term Melanesia. Where does melon come from? Where have you heard that? Melanin. All right, so put two and two together. Don't be so naive. All right, but anyway, you get the people of Papua New Guinea. And what's funny about the term Papua New Guinea is, in order for there to be a New Guinea, you have to have an Old Guinea. And where the hell is the Old Guinea? That's right, it's in Africa. So I'm guessing that maybe the person who gave New Guinea its name probably saw a resemblance from these people in the Old Guinea. I don't know. Just me guessing. But yeah, look, I mean, here's a bit more images of these people, and look how beautiful they are, man. They look at the culture and things like that. They, you can see that they still have their culture intact up until you get to this picture right here. And this is just complete and utter bullshit. You see a cross on the kid's neck. So this means that somebody, some intruder, had come in and introduced or probably imposed their idea onto them and told this kid to wear this and took a picture. And these kids, and that's the thing about kids. You can easily influence the kids, you know, because as you can see, these people have their own traditions and own culture, and they probably have their own beliefs and guides and things. And then you have somebody that comes in and tries to manipulate the children by putting this cross on them. Now, I have nothing against Christians, but we know a little history about slavery. All right, let's not be ignorant to that and how they used Christianity as a means of us to do their work for them. All right, but moving on. Australia. These people, these Aborigines of Australia, and I don't know if they like to be called that. As you can see, these people have a strong resemblance to the people of all of the various places that I've just spoken about. All right, and they've been in Australia for what, over 60,000 years? I want to say that's the third place maybe that actually had a greater population, or 60,000 years ago is when they first migrated there. I can't really remember everything. I don't have all my notes with me right now, but as you can see, they have the same Negroid features as the other places that I've spoken about. And another group that we just really know, I don't even know if anybody's ever even heard of it, is Fiji. Because Fiji is still kind of new to me. I was very ignorant about Fiji. But here's a map of Fiji for those who don't know where it is. And here's some of the people in Fiji. Beautiful people. So I'm just going to really sum this whole thing up. For those who have doubts that the original people come from Africa, you really need to do your homework, because the big question in all of this is, okay, if the first people didn't migrate out of Africa, how the hell did these people get in these areas? Because number one, there was no slavery that went about this route. And I think a guy named G. Weave has spoke on that. So if there was no slavery, and you can clearly see by these people's traditions that they have not been enslaved, then how in the hell did they get there? I think we should stop calling ourselves African and just start calling ourselves the Indigenous. Leave your comments. Tell me what you think. Africans on a global scale, man. Tell me what you think.